Greetings, wayward fans. Thank you all for watching. My name is Kripke, and I will be your guide as we dive into another episode analysis video. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy. Episode 10 of this season is called Asylum. Sam and Dean are trapped in an abandoned asylum with death omens walking the halls who would horrify you if you see one, and a violent spirit who causes extreme rage in its victims. The violent spirit's name is Dr. Sanford Ellicott, and he was murdered by his own patients during a revolt. But his death didn't stop there. He has so much work yet to do, and he needs more live patients. The spirits roaming the dusty, dirty halls are his past victims called death omens. Even though they look scary, they will try to warn the living and will never be at peace until the spirit of Ellicott is in hell. Let the hunt begin. Dr. Sanford Ellicott was an insane doctor who became a violent spirit. He was chief psychiatrist at the Roosevelt Asylum, where he conducted cruel experiments to test his theories that provoking extreme anger in patients would be therapeutic. One such experiment involves ice pick lobotomy. In 1964, the patients revolted and rioted, killing Dr. Ellicott first, and tossing his body in one of his steel cabinets. His spirit remained in the abandoned building, as well as countless patients, known as death omens, trying to warn the living. If Dr. Ellicott had found you first, he caused extreme rage in those he came in contact with.
I got a question for you. You've seen a lot of horror movies, yeah?
I guess so.
Do me a favor, next time you see one, pay attention. When someone says a place is haunted, don't go in.
Dr. Sanford Ellicott possessed all the standard powers of a ghost. However, he also possessed several rare abilities. Voice mimicry. The ability to mimic a human being's voice. Dr. Ellicott could mimic Dean's voice to lure Sam down to his lab. Super strength. This allows the spirit to exert force beyond what is physically possible for a human. The doctor could easily overpower anyone so he can influence them. Telekinesis. Dr. Ellicott has the ability to move or otherwise exert force on an object or people from a distance without physical contact. Mental influencing. This is a rare ability for spirits that Sanford Ellicott developed. He was able to influence people's minds and make them overflow with anger, thus turning them on others to the point of homicide. In case you were unfortunate enough to run into a similar spirit, this is how the Winchesters put him to rest.
Damn it! Don't shoot, it's me!
Sorry!
Dr. Ellicott's spirit used Sam's anger at Dean to provoke a murderous rage and tried to kill Dean using the rock salt gun.
Gun's filled with rock salt. Not gonna kill me.
No, but it'll hurt like hell.
Although very painful, Dean got back up and tricked Sam into using an unloaded gun and then knocked him out. Dean searched inside Sanford Ellicott's secret room to search for his bones and found them in a metal cabinet.
Oh, that's just gross.
Dean then soaked the bones with lighter fluid and salt and prepared to burn the bones. He was then attacked by the doctor himself and tried using his mental influencing on Dean. However, he was able to reach his lighter in time and burn his bones. When Dr. Ellicott's remains are burned, he doesn't burn up like other ghosts, but rather turns into a pile of ash. Now that Dr. Ellicott is gone, the death omen patients can finally be at rest.
You're not gonna try and kill me, are you? No. Good. That would be awkward.
This is the analysis and reveal, where I put the episode under a microscope for your entertainment and knowledge. Number 1. This next clip is Jensen actually climbing over the fence with no stunt double. Holy crap. Number 2.
Caleb hasn't heard from him?
Nope. Neither is Jefferson or Pastor Jim. What about the journal? Any leads in there?
Same last time I looked.
This is the first time we learn of the Winchesters' small network of friends, such as Caleb, Pastor Jim, and Jefferson. We meet Pastor Jim and Caleb in Season 1, Episode 21, Salvation, but Meg ends up killing them both. Jefferson we never end up seeing. On to cultural references. Number 1. While waiting in the psychiatric's office, Sam is seen reading a copy of Men's Health magazine. That exact issue features an interview with Jared Padalecki himself.
Sam Winchester?
That's me.
Come on in.
Number 2.
What do you think? Ghosts are possessing people?
Maybe. Maybe it's more like Amityville or the Smurl haunting.
Spirits driving them insane.
The Amityville Horror is a book by American author Jay Anson, published in September of 1977. It is also the basis of a series of films released from 1979 onwards. The Smurl haunting refers to claims made by Jack and Janet Smurl of West Piston, Pennsylvania, who alleged that a demon inhabited their home between 1974 and 1989. Number 3. Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles had Tom Welling hiding in the back seat of their Impala during shooting of some of the scenes. Both Jensen and Tom starred in Smallville in 2001. Number 4.
Let me know if you see any dead people, Haley Joel.
Dude, enough.
This quote came from Haley Joel Osment, who is the young actor who starred in the thriller The Sixth Sense in 1999. Number 5.
Well, all work and no play makes Dr. Ellicott a very dull boy.
That famous quote was by actor Jack Nicholson, who types repeatedly in the movie The Shining in 1980. Number 6.
You're Daniel Gunderson, right? You a cop?
Yeah.
I'm Nigel Tufnell with the Chicago Tribune. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Nigel Tufnell is a fictional lead guitarist in the 1984 mockumentary film This is Spinal Tap. Number 7.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, who do you think's a hotter psychic? Trisha Arquette, Jennifer Love Hewitt, or you?
Patricia Arquette played Alison Dubois on Medium. Jennifer Love Hewitt played Melinda Gordon on Ghost Whisperer. Number 8.
Dr. Feelgood was working on some sort of extreme rage therapy. So I'm thinking, what if his spirit is doing the same thing, making them so angry they become homicidal?
This is a reference to the Motley Crue album Dr. Feelgood. Number 9.
Nothing I can make out. I love the guy, but I swear he writes like friggin' Yoda.
You know, maybe we should call the feds.
Yoda is a character in the Star Wars universe. Yoda speaks in an unusual manner by placing verbs after the object and subject. Number 10.
Man. Electroshock, lobotomies, they did some twisted stuff to these people. Kinda like my man Jack in Cuckoo's Nest.
Jack Nicholson, who played Randall McMurphy in the 1975 film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, based on the novel by Ken Kesey. McMurphy, a serial petty criminal who has been sentenced to a fairly short prison term, decides to have himself declared insane, so he'll be transferred to a mental institution, where he expects to serve the rest of his time in comfort and luxury. Yeah, right. On to Deja Vu. Number 1. Peter Benson, who played the cop Walter Kelly, also played Joba in Season 9, Episode 12, Sharp Teeth.
Jeez. Where the hell you been?
In there?
What was it? See anything?
No.
The sooner you realize that all is good here, the sooner you can go.
Number 2. Roy Campsall, who played the examination room death omen, had previously played the Wendigo in Season 1, Episode 2, Wendigo. Number 3. Tom Pickett, who played Officer Daniel Gunderson, also played Daryl Birch in the episode The Third Man in Season 6, Episode 3.
Mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Got your partner?
Yeah, I do. Just trying to have a beer here.
It's good. It won't take that long. I just want to hear the story in your words.
A week ago, my partner was sitting in that chair.
Federal agents.
But you can't just walk in here.
Quite a collection you got there, huh?
On to continuity errors. Now for some fun. I'm going to show you very short clips from the episode, and let's see if you can find the errors. Pause the video if you need more time. Number 1.
Dean. Dean.
At the end of this episode, Asylum, and the start of the next episode, which is Scarecrow, Sam receives a phone call from his dad. But inside the motel room, there's a lot of differences. The items on the bedside table are different, a newspaper under the ashtray, the sleeping positions of the boys are different, and even Dean has a different blanket. Number 2. When Dean is being tortured by Ellicott, you see Sam laying behind him against the wall. Once Dean burns the remains of Ellicott and his corporeal body collapses, Sam is now under Dean and away from the wall. Number 3.
You son of a bitch. It's all right, I got a lighter.
Dean's flashlight went out in this scene, and then he lights his lighter. After Kate's run-in with the Death Omen spirit, Dean is now using his flashlight again. Number 4.
Let's see. Here. 7 unconfirmed sightings.
All right. Check that out.
South wing, south wing. 1972.
When Dean is showing Sam the newspaper article about the Roosevelt Asylum in John's journal, it is directly across from the page that has the Wendigo information. However, in Season 1, Episode 2, the Wendigo episode, the page directly across is a page with multiple symbols, not the Roosevelt Asylum article. Later, when Dean is again flipping through the journal, looking for information about the South Wing, the page with the symbols is now across from the Wendigo page, and the Asylum article is the page after it. Now let's tally up the total kills done by Dr. Wiley. The first documented kill wasn't until 1972, where 3 teens came in and unknowingly removed the chain on the door, and only 1 teen came out. Since then, if there were any other deaths, it wasn't documented until police officer Walter Kelly ran into Dr. Ellicott and made him better. He then went back to his wife where he killed her and then shot himself. So the total deaths since becoming a spirit is 4. Not too bad for someone that looks like he had several lobotomies before his death. If anyone would like to know more about haunted asylums, please check out the links in the description below. If anyone has an interest in real paranormal investigating, or simply have a story, video, or photo you'd like to share, reach out to Thomas D'Agostino, public speaker, author of 12 books, and over 38 years of paranormal investigating. He is always looking for new stories and experiences to share. You can find his contact info in the description below. Please remember to like and subscribe to become a member of Kripke's Supernatural Hunters. And don't forget to click the bell so you'll be notified of any new videos. I'd love to hear from you. Please feel free to leave me a comment or any questions you may have below. Thank you so much for watching, Wayward fans, and as always, carry on the hunt.